So apparently, I owe you an apology. Or do you owe me an apology? About a month ago, I put out a video about the new DTV visa. Let me just summarize very quickly in case you missed that other video. So, Thailand has introduced the DTV visa, Destination Thailand Visa, and it really seems like the dream visa for a lot of people. 5 years, multiple entry. But the big burning question is this little detail around 180 days. So people just aren't sure what happens if you want to spend more than 180 days a year in Thailand. Does this visa allow that? Does it not allow that? I claimed that this 5-year visa would get you 180 days at a time, and then you could leave Thailand for a week or two, come back, and restart the other 180 days. And because it's multiple entry, I'm assuming that means you could just take a trip up to Luang Prabang, maybe down to Penang in Malaysia, maybe over to Siem Reap or Hanoi, and boom, you re-enter. And I think you should get a new 180 days. But you guys lambasted me in the comments. Oh, it wasn't pretty. Let me quote some of you. You cannot live in Thailand for 5 years with the DTV. You can visit Thailand for 5 years and stay up to 180 days every 12 months. Hence, no tax payments required. Not complicated, and they gradually get worse. Sorry, but you are wrong. The stay is 180 per year, regardless of how many entries. You cannot stay more than 6 months in a year in Thailand. The exception is only one time, and only one time you can extend for the whole year. And then this is where it gets really, really to the point. It's not a 5-year visa, it's just valid for use one time within 5 years. 180 per year. 180 days total in a period of 5 years with one extension. No visa runs. You have never stayed in any of these places long enough to give advice. You are one step beyond a tourist. And my personal favorite, and the last comment I'll share before going in and solving this issue once and for all, you just say bullshit. Nothing is true. Well, I guess we have ourselves a little game here. I drove all the way out here this morning. This is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I rode out here this morning in a Grab. And that guy did 150 kilometers an hour. I've literally risked my life and I'm putting my reputation on the line. I've got a meeting booked inside with the Deputy Director General of the Consular Section of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Enough talk. Let's go in and see who owes who an apology. So thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, and you guys were extra nice. You put up this special screen that makes me feel so welcome. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Just want to make you feel at home.
Always feel at home in Thailand. So can you just start by introducing yourself?
Yes, my name is Naruchai Ninat. I'm the Deputy Director General for Consular Affairs.
And I've explained already a lot about the DTV visa, this Destination Thailand Visa, to my viewers. But I'm curious, in your opinion, kind of why this visa was created and who is this visa most suitable for?
So our homework for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, for the Department of Consular Affairs, is to try to introduce and improve on the visa measures we have. So this comes to our visa measures that we have lately implemented into 3 stages. Short measures, medium-term measures, and long-term measures. So as you have seen now, the short measures have already been implemented.
They increased to 60 days.
Yes. Yeah. So very briefly, we increased the visa-free schemes from 30 days previously to 60 days now. And they can also come here for short-term business engagement, visiting their relatives. Before this, the 30 days visa-free scheme was only purely for tourism purposes. Number two is we have expanded the number of countries for visa on arrival, VOA. That is under the Immigration Authority. So they have expanded the number of VOA countries also, right? The third one, we also cater to students. That's the ED plus, non-ED plus for education purposes. The fourth measure that is obviously of interest to us today, which I will be talking to you, is implementation of a new visa type, which is called Destination Thailand Visa. I have seen from social media, including your program also, that you have talked about DTV, and everybody is excited about this DTV visa.
There's a lot of excitement around this one.
Yes. And of course, one of the things is that before this visa is implemented, or for that matter, before any measures are being implemented, there are always speculation, right? Whether or what this visa or what this measure is going to be about. Some of them may be inaccurate, some of them accurate, because it has not been implemented yet.
Yes.
But right now, as it has been implemented, all the questions, I hope, will be answered, or the details will be elaborated, so that foreigners will get the most accurate and updated information today.
That's great.
Yes.
So some of the details that you mentioned that my viewers have really been asking about, and one that has caused the most debate and didn't seem clear, is particularly the one related to the 180 days.
Yes.
And I was hoping you could clarify. So the DTV is a 5-year visa. And is it 180 days per visit or per calendar year?
First of all, the validity of the visa, when you apply for a DTV visa, it's a 5 years validity. So the visa is valid for 5 years. The second part is called the validity of stay, or stay permit, right? Each time you come to Thailand, per entry, you get 180 days stay permit. Extendable, another 180 days. You have to extend at immigration office.
Right.
So in a total for one visit, you can get 180 days plus 180 days equals 360 days. And not per calendar day. We don't go by calendar year. We go by we count by the first day you arrive in Thailand.
The arrival stamp at immigration.
Yes, plus 180 days.
And the other detail that people had heard was that 180-day extension that you can get within Thailand by going to immigration is available one time during the 5-year visa?
Yes, that's a misinformation. That is, you can extend that unlimited. During the 5 years, of course.
Just once at a time.
Once per entry.
So
yes.
that would make a maximum of 360 days per entry.
Yes, correct. So if you're here, for example, 180 days, and then you extend for another 180 days, then that's the maximum you can stay per time. You have to leave Thailand, and then you can come back with the same DTV visa, right, for another 180 days, plus another extension, 180 days, and it goes on for 5 years.
So just a typical example, someone who gets this visa, they come here, they stay for 4 or 5 months, 150 days,
okay,
and then they take a trip to maybe somewhere in the region, another country, and they're gone for a week, and they come back again. When they come back, this visa just gets another 180 days clock that starts upon entry?
Yes, the counter resets itself.
Okay.
So once you leave, you come back, the counter resets itself to day one.
When they arrive back in Thailand, let's just focus on that. They leave, they go to Korea for a vacation, and they come back 2 weeks later. Do they need any documentation, or is there any fees to get that next 180 days going?
Let me go back a bit. Before you get the DTV visa, what documents you need to submit to apply for the DTV visa first. So it's basically, the DTV applies for 3 categories of eligible person. Category 1 is for freelancers, digital nomads, remote workers. Second group is people who will attend courses or attend the activities promoted by the government. For example, Muay Thai courses, music festivals, organizing seminars, attending cooking courses. The third category are the legal dependents, spouses and children under 20 years old of the DTV holders. The document that you need for category 1, freelancers, remote workers, digital nomads, it's a letter of certificate of employment from a company outside of Thailand. It cannot be a company in Thailand, so it has to be a company outside of Thailand, or any professional portfolio of your work.
So if they have a portfolio of clients and work, they can show this.
Yes, professional ones, of course.
Do they need contracts with those clients? Is that the
not necessarily, but it would help with the application.
Okay.
The more documents you have to support that this is a professional portfolio and you are doing it professionally, then that would suffice. For the second category, attending activities, you would need a acceptance letter from the school, the courses, cooking courses or Muay Thai training courses. That would be enough. Category 3, of course, you would need a proof that you are a spouse or children of the DTV holders.
And when you're looking to initially get a visa, do you have to do this outside of Thailand? Someone who's here now on a different visa, is it possible for them to do it within Thailand?
No, it's not possible. DTV visas can only be applied outside of Thailand.
Okay.
So either you apply to our 47 missions now offices that have the e-visa system, meaning you don't have to go to our embassies and consulates. You can apply that online.
Oh, you can do it all online?
Yes, we have our very advanced e-visa system. We can talk about that later on or in your next program.
Yeah.
That's our e-visa system. But the other 40-some offices, we are still using the traditional visa stickers, stamps. So in that case, the applicants would need to visit the embassies and consulates.
Okay. And do you know about how long that process has been taking in these early days?
It's not that many days, but it depends on which country you're applying for. Right? That each embassies and consulates, they will have the time frame for how many days it would need to be processed.
Yeah, and what's the backlog, and how prepared are you with your required documents?
Yes, but it would not take long.
Now let's assume that they have done this, they have the visa, they stay their first 4 or 5 months, up no more than 180 days on a stay, they go on their trip. What's the process to come back and restart that 180-day clock?
So we come back to your original question. When they leave the country and they come back, they would have to show only the DTV visa. That's it.
That's it, which would be in their passport.
It's in their passport.
So
or if they apply to the e-visa system, that would be in the email in the system.
It's that simple.
Yes, it's that simple. When you want to re-enter Thailand using the DTV visa, you can do that as many times as you want within the 5 years.
No other fee at that point?
No.
Really?
No other fees. No,
Man, this is amazing.
On the second option, if you stay here 180 days and you need to extend without leaving the country, you need to extend for another 180 days, then you would have to go to immigration office and do an extension of stay. That you need to pay for the extension of stay fee, which currently, that's under immigration, which currently I think it's 1,900 baht. It's the same as other extension of stay visas. So you need to show them, and you need to show a proof that they're going to ask you for a proof of your portfolio and the other documents.
At that point, for the extension.
For the extension, yes.
For the 5-year multiple entry DTV, is it unlimited? You can come and go?
As many times as you wish, within the 5 years validity.
Yeah, that's great. And what is the financial requirement that needs to be shown? Is there anything other than the proof of work for that first category?
The financial requirements that we need is 500,000 Thai baht. Either in a bank statement form or in other financial documents supporting from your pay slip or any supporting letter that you have at least 500,000 Thai baht.
In a Thai bank account, or?
Not necessarily, no.
So it could be in your home country's bank account?
It can be in your home country. It can be a Thai bank, it can be a foreign bank in a foreign country. It can be a Thai bank in a foreign country. It doesn't matter. And we go back to what is the cost of the DTV visa. That is also 10,000 baht, which is also very reasonable.
Especially with the multiple entry, the 5-year, it's beyond reasonable. This visa feels like a home run, as they'd say back in the States, for a lot of people.
That's why, like I told you before, that government's policy is to cater to different groups of people. So we have various types of visas, of course, and each visa has their own perks, has their own benefits, and maybe it has their own limitations for each person. I would not want to compare a DTV visa with other types of visa, for example, LTR or Smart or Thailand Elite program, because all of them have their own perks.
Benefits,
they all have their benefits. So it would not be fair to compare this type of visa with that type of visa.
I agree.
Because it depends on each particular person.
And this one just feels like a piece that was missing for some people, you know, particularly those digital nomads. But yeah, now the whole kind of visa landscape just feels like there is something for everybody.
Yes, I was in Chiang Mai recently to meet with the digital nomads, foreign digital nomads and freelancers. They were very interested in the DTV.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of them up there.
Yes, a lot of them.
Yes,
and they were very happy. They very welcome this type of visa. They said they've been waiting a long time for this type of visa. Some of them commented that would DTV visa compete with other type of visa? Would they draw the customers from other type of visas to DTV? You know, which I said we wouldn't look at it that way, because all the visas are under the Thai government, right?
Yeah.
So whether foreigners come in with this visa or that visa, it brings in income for the government, brings in foreigners who spend in Thailand. So it doesn't matter which type of visa they apply for, as long as, you know, foreigners come here to choose Thailand as their hub.
You're blowing my mind today. I need a fist bump. Like, that is, you guys have done a lot in the last few years, and it's really remarkable. I'm loving it.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for being in Thailand for more than 30 years this year, is it?
Well, my first trip, I've been living here 5 years, but I've come every year since 1994. So yeah, 30 years.
30 years, exactly 30 years.
Yeah.
3 decades.
3 decades.
Yes, and thank you for promoting Thailand.
Okay, so I'm not one to say I told you so, but I did drive out here, risk my life in that crazy grab cab. I'm now out here in the rain, and I went straight to the source for you guys. So, although I might not say I told you so, I will say I do my best. I do my best. Let's see if we can get a Thai flag in the background here to end this off. So the DTV visa, the 180-day question, now answered, and a lot more. That guy was amazing, super generous with his time, and really nice to be able to go straight to the source for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and although I'm not going to say I told you so, I feel this is a bit of a mic drop moment. So take this, everyone. Damn it! Okay, don't take my advice and do your mic drop moments. Where the hell is it? With a little wee dainty microphone like this thing, it doesn't quite have the same cool guy impact. But let me finish by just saying this is a great, great day for Thailand lovers around the world. Calling all nomads, it's time to move to Thailand.